I want to kill us regardless. Regardless. So asking why I gotta. Because the niggas is killing the art.
Angry White Man. I got my player partner here, Scooter Davis.
You know it.
Future world champion here. We got an interview. I'm gonna ask my man a couple questions here. So yo, first off, tell the people who you are and where you're from.
I'm Deric Scooter Davis. I'm from Washington, D.C., 23 years old. I'm 7-0, 7 knockouts out of the Headbangers Boxing Gym. Soon to be 8-0, 8 knockouts. Mr.Shark. It's him, Mr.Shark himself, man. What it do?
Facts, bro. Yo, man. You say you're from D.C. I obviously knew that beforehand, but you know what I mean? We got to do it for the listeners and shit.
Fighting tonight, Antonio.
Word. I'll be watching it. I'll be calling it. I got a live stream after this. But you say you're from D.C.
Yes.
How did you meet Barry in the Headbangers Gym, and why do you train there?
I met Barry at the age of like 7 years old. I was training with another trainer at another gym in Maryland, and he seen me fight. And this is right after the Amir Khan fight Lamont Peterson had, and they came back with the title. So they were kind of like rock stars, when they came back to the local amateur fight. And he seen me fight, and he actually stayed and watched me, and watched the whole fight. And I had performed not to the best of my ability, but he liked me. And he had, after the fight, he just pulled my dad aside. Was like, I like the kid. He don't throw enough punches, but I like him. And he was saying that if I ever needed a home, come talk to him, because he liked my swag and he liked my style. And my dad always, he kept that near and dear to him. So when the trainer that was training me, he had to stop training because he had to work, I was like, I want to go to the Headbangers. So we went to the Headbangers, and it was actually like a night like this, on a Friday night. It was, nothing really going on, just chill. And we walked to the Headbangers Boxing. We walked into the Headbangers Boxing Gym, and Barry was just sitting there all alone by himself, listening to his soft music. I remember he had his old Olympic jacket on for the U.S. team. And he just, when I walked in the door, he just gave me that signature Barry Hunter point. He pointed at me and just smiled, and at that moment I just knew, just like, this is where I wanted to be. And then now in hindsight, it's crazy, because now I know, like, because Barry don't be in the gym at 8:30 at night on a Friday night. Like, he's more so, he's working with the pros, and the amateurs come a little earlier, so he'll be gone, during that time. So the fact that he was there that day, it was just, that's how I know I was supposed to be there. It was all everything, all the stars are lined up. So
super dope. With things like that in life, man, and you'll notice it the older you get, things that are meant to be will be. Like things like that happen organically, that the person probably shouldn't be there, or you shouldn't be there, and something good happens. It's meant to be, man. And I heard you said you were saying your father. Are you a mama's boy or a daddy's boy?
I would say I'm both. Honestly, I'm both. I was with my mom at first all the time. My parents have been married probably since, they've been married for 23 years, so they've been married since I was born. But they've been together for 30 years.
Very rare.
Very rare. I was with my parents. As a kid, you're gonna be with your mom, and your mom gonna do certain things. But then, probably by the age of like 4 or 5, my dad put me in sports. So I was always at the field. I was a field baby. I was in track. I was in football. I was playing, I was just doing stuff. So I was always with the boys. So then my dad became my best friend, and my mom still has a place in my heart, and that's my best friend as well. But it's just something like about me and my dad, man. We have the same with the zodiac sign. We both Cancers. Our birthdays are 10 days apart. So I really am like his mini me.
That's dope.
Like, I think like him, he thinks like me. So he knows when I'm feeling the type of way. I know when he's feeling the type of way. So it's kind of easy just to relate to him all the time.
Super dope. I just sent my son to college on Tuesday. We actually he's a freshman in college. It's weird.
Did you cry?
Yeah. Well, because I'm from the trenches, and like my kid is like more of a, spoiled kid, a privileged kid. So like he's never been like, I know what it is to go without my parents and shit. I never. It just was what it was.
Time really being without his parents.
Yeah, so it's like it's tough, man. It's bittersweet. You feel good, but he's leaving. So It is what it is. You played football and shit as a kid, as a youth. You were
Yeah,
pretty good at football.
heck yeah,
I've heard and read some
yeah.
things and
I
seen
was
some
like
things.
that. I still coach
Super
football,
dope,
but
man.
yeah, I started playing football at the age of 4. I didn't stop until like I was about 12 or 13, and that's when I finally had to make that decision if I was going to box or play football. Because I didn't.
Yeah,
I was
I had to
my
make
father.
decisions.
Honestly, I was so good and I love football so much. I picked football. Honestly, if
Me
y'all
too.
want, I picked football, and my
Me too.
dad was like, "Nah, you're gonna be special in boxing. I'm telling you." And I was just,
Yeah,
I cried my eyes out.
I'm glad he did that
And
because
now,
special talent's
and
hard
9
to
years later
find.
again, fast forward, he's right like he always right, and I thank him for it. You know what I mean? He
Uh,
definitely put me on the right path, and I'm Mr. Shark.
Fire, super dope, bro. Us older guys, we tend to know what we're talking about from
Yeah.
time to time. So why boxing though? Why what? Dad, I mean, you kind of
It,
answered it. It
it's,
was my
it
next question.
started. It started as just staying in shape in the off season for football. I was that good, and my father was like, "Oh yeah, if you doing this, oh yeah, nah, I need to keep you in shape all the time, like every time." And so he was like, everybody else, knows about the boxing conditioning, and understand that all the running and all the strenuous workouts we got to do,
Next level. Next
and
level condition.
right.
You could
And my
be in
dad
football
he only
shape.
wanted me to do that for football. And I end up, being in a boxing gym eventually, you're going to put on the gloves, you're going to throw some punches, you're going to want to get in the ring. And
Facts.
I was young. I
Facts.
got in the ring. I was young. I started boxing at 6. So as soon as I turned 7, I had got in the ring and I was beating up kids that were like 10, 11. I was never sparring people my age. So now I was beating them up. And everybody was just looking like, have you done this before? Like, you a natural?
Smashing.
And I was just like, no, like, I'm just going in here doing it. I used to play video games, so I was doing what I seen on Fight Night and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
Fighting is most of it is instinctual too. You can
yeah,
drill and do all that. You already know how boxing
yeah.
drills are. It's mostly instinctual, and all this talk about drills. When you're getting ready for a fight? What's the drill or something that gets you into shape that you hate most? Like
Something that
hate doing, like
I ain't even gonna
suicide
lie.
sprint.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even really get out of shape because I haven't got out of shape since I
That's
was
the
like
only way to be too.
13 years old. I'm not even gonna lie. Like my dad ain't play that. One just about sitting around and I was always that kid even when I was young. It wasn't. It was yeah. We was gonna run on the weekends or like he was the type of person. My father, when we would go to boxing practice, I would spar, do all my sit ups, and all of the strenuous workouts, and then even after the practice was over, around 9 o'clock, 9:30 or something like that, he'd take me to like one of the high schools, local high schools, and we'll run the track. So like
Gotta
I
have
used to be
gas
going
for
running,
days.
and even at night, it used to be like in Maryland, people know it's like a horse track. It's called Rose Cross Raceway, and it's a horse track. And he used to make me run the horse track by myself. I was young, 7, 8 years old, and a horse track is different. It's not that a horse. One lap around the horse track is like a
It's
mile.
like four
Yeah,
around the
it's
regular
not.
joint.
I used to
It's
have
a
to run
whole.
like one, twice, like, and he didn't care how dark it was and bats and none of that. It was like, yeah, this is what we were doing. And it wasn't at
Yeah,
that time. But it wasn't like a forceful thing. It wasn't like I'm making you and I was crying. Like, nah, I was doing everything my father told me to. I
you
was
knew it
willingly
was
getting out the car. Like I
knew it was
always felt like
probably
my father
best.
had my best interest. So it was like, all right, this just what I got to do.